What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video today, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at the Gemini Jets February 2021 releases. So we got Chinese New Year coming in. I actually think it started now. As I record this, it is the first day of February, so happy February, the shortest day of the year, which is 28 days, unlike 29 like we had last year because it was a leap year. So I don't know if Chinese New Year will prevent them from actually releasing anything for February. So as I look on their Facebook page, they are starting to wrap up their model pictures. They typically seem to do the new arrival pictures before we get the new releases, and then after that they will post it at noon Pacific time the next day, which is about 2 o'clock Central for me. So, and they typically seem to happen on the first Tuesday of the month, so I think we finally figured out a pattern as to when the new Gemini Jets releases are announced. So first Tuesday of the month, typically at around noon Pacific, so that'd be 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific. So, what is going to be released? We obviously don't know. I've seen some, rumors, some sort of speculation going around that potentially we may see some regional jets this year. I highly doubt that's the case. I still think it was said just to get collectors to stop yakking about new regional jet releases, but who knows? Maybe they'll deliver on their promise. Maybe they got something up their sleeves that they're just waiting to release at the right time, and I think now is the right time. So, potentially I would like to see United CRJ 200 in the new livery, A320 in the new livery, potential re-release of a Delta CRJ 900, and even American Eagle CRJ 900, which is something that has not been done before. Closest was the US Airways Express CRJ 900 from quite a while ago. They've not used the CRJ 900 tooling since the Air Canada release, but other than that, that is about it. So, we'll go ahead and cut over to the releases if they are announced. Okay, we got the February 2021 releases out. They came out on Thursday for some reason. I don't know why, but that's just how it is. So we're going to hop into the 1-200 releases, see what they decided to do for us this month. First up, we have a Virgin Atlantic 7879. This is the same registration that they did last month in 1-400. So again, I guess it doesn't really matter to 1-200 collectors because NG doesn't have very many 1-200 molds apart from BizJets and smaller commercial aircraft. So if you need a 7879 in the Virgin Atlantic livery, this is your chance in 1-200. Next up, TUI 737-800 with the splits. This looks to be a British registered example. Nothing too special with this one. Move on to the next one. We have Florida 1 in 1-200, and this, we have a flaps down release, so this will be interesting to see photos of that. The Louisiana 1, can't really tell, I guess, too much of a difference. I guess it looks okay. So this is flaps down, Florida 1, and I'm assuming the next one will be the regular Florida 1 release, and it is. So they did this in 1-400 back in, I think it was August, so it is nice of them it is nice for them to do it in 1-200. With a flaps down edition, because obviously I don't think they have a 1-400 737 flaps down mold available yet. Maybe that will change this month, but who knows. We have another flaps down 737, and this is a KLM 738, or maybe 739, I think. It is a 900. This is a flaps down variant, so we'll obviously have a regular release to coincide with it, and we do, and both of them do have the 100th anniversary sticker on it. I think some of those aircraft, they have now been starting to strip them of it, as pretty much the 100th anniversary has passed now. Kalitta Charters 727. This is one of the future releases they had up on their main page, their home page, for a little while, so they finally did it. Registration is November 7 to, what is that, a 6 Charlie Kilo. Maybe they'll do this in 1-400. I'd like to have another 727 edition, but either way, nice to see that in 1-200. What is this? Looks very interesting. Looks like it's French. It's an A330 MRTT. We got some French text up there, looks like. I do see a Foxtrot in the registration, so I'm assuming it's like a French Air Force example A330 MRTT, which is like I believe an aerial refueling plane-ish. I don't know. I think I'm thinking of another plane, but I don't know. Check the next one. We have a Delta A220-300, regular livery, and a normal registration, November 302 Delta uniform. I know they had a delivery flight of one of these aircraft to Minneapolis pretty recently. Did not see one of those while I was in Minneapolis because I don't think they had them in the fleet yet. I did see a couple of the A220-100s, which was nice. And then finally, we have a, what is this? Carabaya, Puerto Rico. This looks like a DC-9, a very old livery, and it is a American airliner, November 938 Papa Romeo, Fiesta Jet on the engines. So, little interesting choice that they decided to do for 1-200. So, got one retro, couple wide bodies, a lot of flaps down additions, so kind of nice to see them do that. A lot of 737s this month, so maybe this will give us some hope for 1-400 that they'll actually do something good instead of having to be all wide bodies for once. Jeez, I hate when they do all wide bodies. The only narrow body 1-400 release we had last month, apart from the Gemini Max, was the DHL 737, and that mold has been known to not be as great when you compare it to the NG. And looks like I think we have a military release in 1-400, and it is another A400. This is a French example this time. I think we got a German one last month, so nothing too interesting there. Let's move on to the regular 1-400 releases. We'll see if this gives us any hope of something good, but I imagine it's going to be all wide bodies again because that's what they love to do. It makes them the most money. First up, 7879. They finally did it after a year and a half. They finally did it after a year and a half-ish. Actually, I think it's been longer than a year and a half. Actually, no. Yeah, around that time, around 18 months since they last announced this as a future release, they finally did it. Unfortunately, the 7879 mold is not that great, so if you already have the NG version, I probably wouldn't recommend picking this up. But if you need a United 7879 and you did not get the NG release, I would get this now. So it doesn't really give me much hope now that I did see that United wide body, but I think those are the only one. 2E737-800. This is the one that they just did in 1-200 now. So if you look back over there, we did have that 1-200 release of this aircraft. Now we got it in 1-400. What else we got? Ooh, IL-62. So we have looks like they did a Soviet airliner for some reason. Very interesting choice that they decided to do. Not complaining. I just don't collect Soviet airliners. It's not within my best interest to get these models just because I don't collect Soviet models, but this is something that I would definitely recommend if you need a Soviet plane. Oh, there is the Emirates. We have another Emirates, and it is another special livery. I don't know what this one is. Good God. Emirates. Seriously, people? You guys bother to do another stupid release of Emirates? And it is the Year of Tolerance. Well, I can't really tolerate that one, so that's super ironic. Okay, what do we have here? We have LL739, and nothing too special with this one, but I think I did see peace on it, because I accidentally saw the stuff when I was trying to scroll to figure out what the name of that livery was, so eek, we're not looking good with this set of releases. I'm not liking this already. Delta 753, November 586, November Whiskey. Now, I made a promise to myself I would not get anything unless they had a regional jet, and it's looking very unlikely that we are going to see that regional jet that we've been demanding for quite some time. We have a Cargolux 747-400 retro livery. This was announced as a future release some time ago, so nice to see them do this one. I know Phoenix also released it a few months prior to Gemini, so if you do have that Phoenix one, I probably wouldn't get this, but if you need it, this is your time to get it. We have a British Airways A380, so we have another A380 1-400 release. Looks like it might be Echo Delta, so they're fourth. All right, please bring me with the disappointment. We have a Aeromexico 787 dash, what is that, a 9, I think? All right, that looks to be about it. So what did I expect? I didn't expect too much out of this, but we do have less wide bodies this month. We actually have, was it 1, 2, 3, 4? I don't know if that aisle 62 would count as a wide body. I think it's a narrow body-ish. So about 4 narrow bodies in this release, so much better than last month. So we do have more narrow bodies. Still missing out on the regional jets. The Delta 753 is really the only thing of major interest to me. But I'm probably not going to get it. I think I'm just going to save up, just wait till see what NG does, because I think their hints are coming out next week, so we'll see what they end up putting on the table, and then I'll see if I get anything from there. Emirates again, I don't know. They just like to do all these special liveries. I don't know how well that's going to sell. I know there's a few that probably would want this, but I just don't see too much interest in it. Aisle 62, I don't know how well that will sell either. I know a few will probably get this, but I imagine across the entire community, it's probably not going to sell too well. The 753 will probably be a hit. I know that will probably sell pretty good at some point. LL 739, a little iffy on that one, but I don't really collect that kind of stuff. Oh, did I miss a release in 1-200? Looks like I did. Kalitta 747-400, and it's an interactive series. So it looks like they're finally debuting the interactive series 747. I'm so sorry that I missed out on that. I skipped over that going from the Kalitta Charters 727 to that Republic Friend Kaizi A330 MRTT. So I did skip out on that. $200, so you're going to be paying a hefty price tag to get that one. We do have that random DC 930 that they decided to do. I don't know who that would really interest. Maybe a lot of the retro collectors. And other than that, there's a lot of Boeing aircraft in this release. We have all but about 3 releases are Boeing in 1-200. And for 1-400, I don't see anything that has like a consistent theme in terms of like aircraft airline. They just kind of chose a bunch of random ones. But either way, that is about it. I'm going to skip out on this month again. So still no regional jets and some other interesting stuff that I think I will pass on. So continuing to neglect us collectors that need regional jets, so that will have to change at some point. I really hope that does change because we need more regional jets. They've been neglecting us for quite a while. The last regional jet release we got for mostly U.S. regional aircraft was that Alaska Embraer 175, honoring those who served from last June. So almost about a year since they did the last regional jet, and it's getting annoying at this point. So with that being said, that is the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.